Imagine racing two cranky toddlers from one grandma's brunch to another grandma's dinner, only to arrive back at home well past midnight, wiped out and wondering, what the heck are we doing? Like, this is going to be every single holiday? So finally last year, you and your husband are like, we're going to set a boundary. Christmas and Easter are going to be done at our house. Family is always welcome, or we'll pick an alternative day. All the other holidays will just alternate between families. Super reasonable, right? Not for your mom. Your mom pitched a fit, and she's still pitching a fit. And it's making you wonder, how do you all hold these boundaries with all this guilt? Like, I feel so terrible, and it's not getting better. Like, the more my mom pulls away, the more tension this gives me, and the more guilt I feel. I just don't know if I can actually mind this boundary. So this is Paige. Paige is reaching out to us wondering, like, how the heck do we do this, you guys? Like, how do we set a boundary and hold it when you feel like the bad guy after you've set one? So Paige, first of all, I want to normalize what you're going through. Like, anyone that's grown up, started a family, we've all had to do this. We've all had to say, okay, now it's time to have some traditions for our family. Now it's time to kind of separate this so we're not trying to cram in everything in one day so that it's healthy for our children, healthy for us, and it just feels better. And I'm telling you, like, sitting here, I had to do it. It was so hard, feeling like I was disappointing people. It was terrible. And yet now, so we did this when our kids were old enough to tell us what they wanted. Maybe they were 4 and 5, maybe that old, I don't know, maybe not. And then we switched everything up to have our traditions, come first, and then we plug in our family. And now they're just turned 17 and 16, and I am so grateful I pushed through the discomfort. So today I'm going to give you a little insight what might be going on with your family. I'm going to teach you about guilt, like what I learned in my 30s, so right around the same age as you. The exercise I use to kind of push through the guilt so that I can, stick with my boundary. And then I'll give you a script at the end as well to give your mom, because Christmas is coming up. So you'll have to have a conversation with her soon. So for insight, what might be going on with your family is your mom might believe her role gives her authority over your life. Might grant her access into your life. Like some parents believe that. They believe like authority starts from the top and goes down. And no matter how old you get, she's still in charge of you. So and loyalty is number one in some families. And that's why like your boundary to your mom might feel like you're betraying her. And it might feel so bad for you because for 30 plus years, you have been doing everything she's wanted. Like if she says jump, you jump. But now it's getting trickier and more unsustainable as your life expands and as you start to see the impact it's having on your partner, on your kids, on yourself. Like it's all just getting harder to do everything, to be the daughter your mom wants you to be. And that's why you're starting to feel like you're torn in two. I felt that as well. I absolutely felt that as well. And I got to a place where I'm like, I got to figure this out. Like, why are my friends able to set a boundary with no problem? And I feel like crap. Like, I feel so bad. If I set a boundary with my mom, I would have the worst stomach ache for days. So I just would always avoid that feeling. I never set boundaries. I wouldn't say no to my neighbor. I wouldn't say no to my kids. I wouldn't say no to anybody because I wanted to avoid that gut ache because it was just torture. And I think that's what you're feeling. So as I started to figure out, okay, I have to set some limits because this isn't like I'm starting to resent relationships that have no limits. I'm starting to resent myself for not protecting my time and my value of like creating memories with my kids. So I got to work, and I don't know where the heck I learned this from, and I wish I did. I would give them credit, but when I start learning something, I just binge content. I learned in my 30s that there's two types of guilt: healthy guilt and conditioned or inherited guilt. Healthy guilt, we want all of that. It makes us a better person, keeps us doing good things, keeps us in line with our values. Conditioned or inherited guilt is not ours. It is something we were conditioned to feel to motivate us to meet a parent's need. Now, I'm not blaming our parents. I believe every parent does the very best they can with the tools they have. Some parents have the tool of guilt like my dad, and they use it often. And I think that might be what your mom has used to get her needs met from you as well. And that's why it feels like I'm doing something wrong by not doing what she wants. Like it feels like I'm a bad daughter because I'm not caving. And it's just because you've done it for so long. It's not because you're broken. It's not because you're bad. It's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just you need to reset your nervous system. That's all. So for me, I tried so many tools, so many different things to try to get through this guilt because it just sticks to me so much and so tight. And like I said, some people say the conditioned guilt lasts for hours. I'm like, I wish I could push through that like a champion. Mine went for days. So it was really hard for me. The one thing that really, really works for me, and it is in our new Boundary Breakthrough Toolkit, and I'll send you this page. So what I do is I get outside and I tune into my 5 senses because it's a scientific fact that you can't worry. You can't spiral in that shame spiral. You can't worry and be in the present moment at the same time. So being in nature is actually really helpful for me. We have a trail behind our house. I get moving my body. I get to that trail and there is a spot by a tree where when the wind blows through the leaves, it sounds so pretty. And when the sun shines down, it's just an awesome place to use my 5 senses. I stop there when I'm feeling like conditioned guilt, and I put my hand on my heart and I just take a deep breath. I put some pressure on that nerve and I just say, the feeling I'm feeling in my body doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong or that I'm bad. It just means that my mom is not comfortable with change. That's all. Like that's all this is. This is just an old role I used to fill. Basically, I just kind of talk myself through it. Then I do some lion's breathing, get it all out, shake my body. Hopefully no one's around to see me acting like a lunatic. Get it all out with movement. But if I get home and that crap followed me home and it's still in my stomach, I purge it on paper. So that is very therapeutic for me. Just purging it on paper, one step removed, really helps me with clarity. If you're an out loud processor like my best friend, she does a voice note. So she just talks it all out, gets it all out, and then she listens back. And that's all the clarity she needs. So those are 2 exercises that are very, very valuable for me and very effective. And I hope that helps you. Like just push through, because trust me, you don't want to look back on this time and feel like I wasn't strong enough to push through this feeling. Like I wasted many, many years avoiding the work. And I'm so glad I did it because I can't imagine. So I'm 44 now. And my kids, like my daughter, she's going to leave the nest next year. And if we were still doing that marathon to all of our family events and we never had our little traditions at our house and putting our family traditions first and then plugging in all the family stuff, I would, oh my gosh, I don't want to live with regret, right? And you don't either. So that's what I would do to push through that guilt that you're feeling and remind yourself that's conditioned. I've been trained to, when I have this feeling, to act on it and meet my parents' need. It's actually, I'm not supposed to do anything with this. I just have to retrain my nervous system. And it's something I still have to do. Like it comes up for me. It's ingrained in us, but trust me, it's worth it to find a tool that helps you push through it. The script I would tell my mom, I would use our secure the bond method because it definitely seems like your mom would want to be held while you tell her the news. November, I would make sure she understands that you're going to still do Christmas at your house. So I would just say, Mom, I love so much making memories with you around the Christmas or around Christmas or on Christmas. The girls love you here. So we're going to have Christmas here again this year. We're hoping you can come. We're going to start around 10. We're going to do this, this, and this. It won't be chaotic, super calm. So all of our attention will be on you and just nice quality time. If she is still salty and is like, nope, I'm not going to come because you're trying to change our traditions, that's totally fine. Just say like, I understand, like change is hard and you don't understand why I'm doing this. This is just really best for our family. I hope you can come, but if not, hopefully we can set up an alternative day so we can still celebrate the holidays together. That's what I would do. This is the work I've had to do, and I hope that this is helpful for you, Paige.